Hello, everyone. It's Friday. Today was payday for me, so that was good. I get to eat this week. uh, I got my canvas set up here. You see how tight that is? I didn't paint the back of this. I just put water on it. Let me show you how to do that. Sometimes when you buy a canvas, it'll be like really loose. It's not fun painting on, like, see how loose this is? You get these cheap canvases and I mean, look how flimsy that is. So all you got to do is I usually put black gesso on the back a little bit with water. Gesso watered down so you don't use too much gesso, and it gets really tight like a drum. But if you don't have gesso, just spray water on the back of the canvas here like this. This is a remedy for that. Somebody asked me, well, how do you, because sometimes you have a crossbar in here and the person was worried about getting paint on the crossbar. Well, then use water. But once you spray it, take your finger and rub the water into the canvas like this, okay? Just rub it into the canvas so the water soaks into the canvas, and you can already see it's getting tighter. Try and make sure you don't have dirty fingers, because if you got grime on your fingers, it'll stay in there. But that's all you got to do. Make sure you push the water into the canvas, and there you go. Look at that. It's already tight now, just from soaking it with a little water. Okay, I did that to that one up there. The reason why I use black gesso is because I don't want the light to come through. When I go outside and paint on the patio, the light shines through, and I used to have to put a board behind it, but I just put gesso on it. It also makes the painting look a lot better, so no light gets through. I don't know what I'm doing today. I'm using Amsterdam colors again. They sell this at Michael's. They probably sell it at Dick Blick's as well, but or whatever art store you go to. But I'm giving it a try. I'm going to do another landscape maybe. Let me make sure this is set up right. Looks good. I don't have my phone set on chat right now, but if I get a few people in here, I'll turn it on. I'm thinking about either doing an abstract or impressionism or just a regular landscape. Still thinking, but I got the colors all ready to go. So I'm using burnt umber, yellow ochre, yellow, red, sap green with black in it. This is for my dark trees. Sap green, I put a little yellow ochre in it. Sap green, I put a little turquoise in that one with a little yellow. And this is just light green, I think they call it. But it's by Amsterdam. I'll have to put another color in there. It's called yellowish green. But don't ever use that color right out of the tube. You got to mix something with it. Okay, that's what colors are. They're meant to be mixed a little bit. You can even put just a little white with that. Okay. This turquoise, I put a little white in it already, and the blue, I put a little white for the, if I do a sky. All right, it's time to think now. I'm just gonna improvise. So Let's sketch something out. That's always fun with a knife with burnt umber. Okay, just I'd use a knife. Now my burnt umber also has a little dark in it. I put a little black in it. I want to put a low horizon here today, like right about there, so uh, I don't have much to work with down here. This will all end up being, maybe, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a low horizon here, right? And then I'm thinking we'll have some trees coming up from the sides here, like this. And covering the whole center with trees, leaving the center open for clouds and a cool sky there. I think that's what I want. So it'll be a pretty much straight on scene. And we'll put a few hills in here. We'll put a, like some kind of valley in here. So we can have maybe some water coming from way back here down and around. There's a few hills there. And I actually want these trees to come from down here though. And I don't know what I'll put down there yet. That's all I need. That's all I need to get started. I think I'm going to do like tonalism. You know what tonalism is? That's what I think I'll do. So today I'm just going to, I'll put my dark green up here in the trees, and then I'll do the sky. And maybe the sky will mix with the green a little bit. That's tonalism. And let's see, maybe I'll use a stencil brush. Maybe I'll just use a filbert brush. This is a number 12. I think I'm going to start with the sky first and then put my trees around it. That's what I want to do. So I'm going to put a nice bright blue sky up here. I had the brush in the water, so I'm getting some streaks in there. That's all right. This is turquoise. Turquoise blue. And this will be white. Ba-da-ba, there's my sky. We put some, I want to put some more dark in here for tree trunks. There we go. This is a different way of painting. It's just I'm trying to get the idea in there. The color, the idea of the color is what I'm doing right now. Do 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 do. I want to have like some hills in here. This Amsterdam acrylic paint. I could have made that water. I can still make that water if I wanted to. This would kind of be like a beach down there. If you've seen me paint before, I'm trying to get just like the underpaint down real quick. Just an idea of colors. It'll all change down the road. But look at that. So it looks like I got a hill here, here, here. I might make that water. We'll see. I think it'll be kind of fun to make that water back there. And we'll see what happens. Do. It's coming out pretty good. So all this is going to be trees in the middle here. It's actually going to be all covered here. I'm going to put some blue here and here. Just so I can make sure the sky is covered. In case some of that is peeking through the trees. I'm just going to fill the rest in with some bluish color here. Just to get the whole canvas covered with paint. Just the undertone. Doesn't matter if it turns green because that's going to be green trees up here. There we go. There's the scene. That looks pretty good. I like that I don't have to mess with so much landscape down here. These are like really small hills here. So here's what I decided to make that water just now. I'm going to use the turquoise color I got. It's a turquoise blue. It actually comes that way. I put white in it to lighten it up a little bit. But we're going to make this like an ocean back here. Look at that. I'm gonna get a smaller filbert brush. This is a number 8 filbert brush, so I can run some white back here while it's wet. Lighten up the horizon here. All right, that's gonna be probably an ocean, or it could be a big lake. We'll see. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Trying to give it more depth, some more hills going back. It looks pretty good. It's pretty good. I kind of like this acrylic paint. It's working out pretty good. Uh, Trying to put some darker green down here. There's going to be shadows underneath these trees. It's time to put the trees in now. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw some color up there. Dark. Probably the sap green with black in it. And then I will highlight it once I'm done. It's looking pretty good. I should turn this pink here. That's what I'm thinking. We got to add some color in here. So let me do that first before I put the trees up. Put a light pink. Probably put purple in there as well. Let's run a bunch of different colors going up. There we go. That looks good on the horizon. Wow. Doesn't that look cool? And maybe I'll put a little bit of purple just above it. And then some more colors above it. And then some clouds. It's going to be pretty good. I can already tell. I really like that. What I want to do, I'm just having fun today. Just trying new things. I'm going to blend this so it makes it look farther away. Right on the horizon. Just blend it down. It'll help it look like it's 10 miles away. There we go. All right, it's time to put some, I'm going to put some trees up here now. So I've been waiting for this part because I don't know what I want to do. If I want to brush it up there or use a stencil brush and stamp it. There's a lot of different ways. I could use a fan blender brush and stamp it. I tried to make my own fan brush. Look, I took a bristle brush and I hammered this down to spread it out a little bit, and then tried to cut it like a fan brush, but it's really stout though. I mean, it'd probably work good for oil painting, but I'll use a fan brush. This is a number 4. And what I'll do is I'll stamp the color up there. I think it'll be okay. All right, I'm going to use dark color for this. And then I'll highlight it later. So I want to have this is the tricky part because I don't know where to put this. I want to have a branch right in here. Maybe I should just start out with a little color first. Do 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 do. There's different ways you can do this. You can actually you could brush these on if you wanted. I'm stamping it because it's and it just helps me because trees kind of look like they're in bunches. So that's why I'm stamping it right now, just to get like the top part of the tree established, that, you know, that big round part. And I want them to come together to engulf the whole painting with trees around. It's looking pretty good. It's really dark, but once I highlight it, it should be okay. Do 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 do. Whiskey River, don't run dry. Lisa and I, we've been singing a Willie Nelson song, Whiskey River. It's kind of a fun song. It's kind of like a bluesy country song. I really like it. That looks good enough. That's enough trees here, tree branches. They pretty much engulfed the whole thing. That looks good though. I really like that. Really cool. Really cool. I want to put a little bit of purple up here now if I can. It's really not the best purple. There we go. Whiskey River, don't run dry. Whiskey River don't run dry. Do. Trying to get some tonalism going on here. Wow, that looks really cool. Cool tonalism. I'm just kind of experimenting. Experimenting. Whiskey River don't run dry. It's coming together, people. I told you everybody last night I was off today, so I'm just trying to have fun today and relax. That's all. I'm always trying different things. So I sold a bunch of paintings last week. I hang my paintings at this beer brewery. We usually play at this place too. So they allow me to hang some of my paintings at their bar. And I sold a couple. Sold one yesterday. The way I have it set up is with Venmo. So if they see a painting on the wall they like, they just have to pay with Venmo, and then they just take the painting. Really cool system, because the bars aren't allowed to collect the money for you. So you got to set it up like that here in Washington. That's got to follow the rules. All right, there we go. I got some nice trees up there now. What I just did, I just worked the sky below it, and then I put the branches back over the tonalism in there. So I'll start highlighting these here in a little bit. It should look pretty good. If you just joined in, I was going to make this ground back here, maybe throw some hills, but I decided to turn that to water, and that I'm using Amsterdam paint, and that's a turquoise blue, what I used back there on the water. You can kind of see that it looks almost greenish. Turquoise blue. And I blended my skies really nice to make them look far away. So I'm going to try and run a nice small white line back here. Wow. There we go. Doesn't that look cool? It kind of shows you where the horizon is now. That's pretty amazing. You just got to use a knife. It's really fun to use a knife. You can run that knife straight. It's got grains in the canvas where it kind of goes straight. It follows the grains in there. So it's not as hard as it looks. I want it to be very thin line. There we go. Now there's ways to make this look like a depth. So we can start some water here really small and then get larger as we move forward with some waves. Let's try that. It's really simple. So I'm going to start with a small line back here. I just put way too much on there. I'll have to fix it with paint, but then as you move forward, you just get a little bigger and bigger. I like that. You get the idea. That should have been really small, the one in the back, but this looks pretty good. Your eye, it'll make it look like it's going back to the horizon, which it does, and I like it. Looks pretty cool. These are like waves coming in. I'm not doing a detailed painting. This is kind of just like I'm throwing the color up there, that's all. Doing these trees they're pretty hard. These trees are pretty hard to get the highlighting done on them. You could take a brush. You could do this. Take a dry brush, like this is this is a stencil brush. I'm just going to come in here and kind of take some of the color off, and maybe it's going to create some spots in here so I can see how to highlight this. One way to do it, but it's already pretty dry, so you just got to kind of look at it now, and I'll probably divide this up in different sections. I think I'll make this one big one here so I don't have to mess around with so much highlighting. All right, it's time for some distant trees now. I don't expect anybody to be on today. I mean, I'm off today, so I was lucky to I'm actually lucky to be doing some painting today on a Friday. I went to go fix someone's fireplace this morning, but I put a new thermal coupler in it, but it didn't work. So now he's got to call the fireplace company to come out and look at it. I think the gas valve is bad because the pilot light won't stay on, and we put a new thermal coupler in there and it's still, the valve will not stay on, so I think there's something wrong with the valve itself. That's the first thing you do. Wow. I think this is going to come out pretty good. So I'm going to run a pathway from back here. So it looks like you can walk down to the ocean down there. Well, really small pathway here. if you've seen my paintings before, I like to do these pathways going back. I usually do it when I have mountains. So you can bring the viewer's eye back to wherever you want them to look. So this pathway is going to look like it's going down to the ocean there once I get it done here. I'm going to bring it up on here and around the tree. Right by the tree there. So you come in here, you go down the pathway, down to the ocean. Look at that. Doesn't that look amazing? When you do these pathways, try and keep your knife pretty straight. You know what I mean? Because if you slant them down more like this, it won't make it look like it's going off into the distance. Like this one here could have been a little straighter here. It just gives it the illusion of it's going back into the distance. That's pretty cool looking. This almost looks like a head here, doesn't it? Like a head with shoulders. I didn't mean it to look like that, but that's what it looks like to me. I think I'm going to scratch a few things in here too. Boo-doo-boo, boo-boo-doo-boo. Boo-doo-boo-boo-doo-boo. Well, I think it's time to try and highlight these trees. This is the hardest part for me, highlighting these trees. It really is. It's not as easy as you think. Well, it's not easy at all. I want to try and make it look, three-dimensional. That's the hard part. I'm going to start out with a dark green. Let's see. It's just a dark green for now. Then I'll lighten it up a bit. Looks a little better already. I got rid of all that dark color. Do 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 do. Do do do. All right. All right. I think I want to put some bushes on the side here. Cover this tree here. And same thing over here. I'm waiting for all these trees to dry so I can highlight them. It should look pretty good once I get those trees highlighted. I kind of want to make them really bright, like maybe white blossoms on there or something. Purple, purple or blue blossoms on that tree, those trees. Oh, I'm gonna try my new. I bought a new fan brush. It's it says it's for acrylic or watercolor. It's really, really soft. I'm gonna make a small evergreen tree back there with this thing, like right in here. Let's see if it works. Just right over the water a little bit. Make it kind of like North Korean, a North Korean evergreen tree. There we go. If you got one, you got to have another one. I really don't like. I can already tell you I don't like this brush. It's kind of too soft. You know what I mean? But I guess it's what you need for this kind of detail work. There we go. I don't know which way the sun's coming. I'm just going to pull a shadow this way. All right, there we go. Looking good, looking good. It's a different style for me. Because I usually, if you know my paintings, I do mountains and evergreen trees. Here's one I did like in a pastel colors. If you're new to the channel, you know, more mountain scenes like that is what I like to do. This one I really like. Look at the mountain, how it looks like it's pretty far away. This one came out good. All right, I'm gonna try and highlight the trees now. All these dark trees. I don't think I'll probably use this brush ever again. I just wanted to try it out. It's too soft. I mean, I couldn't even use that to highlight up there. So it's probably better as a watercolor brush. I'm going to darken some of this tree here. Okay. Ba-da-ba. I think I'm going to use blue, maybe blue and white up here. Maybe it's like blossoming, you know. Have you ever seen an apple tree when it blossoms, it gets all those white blossoms on it? Maybe that's what I'll do. I want to try a green first. I just want to get another tone of green in there first before I get started. Do 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 do. Just another tone of green, just so I can get an idea where I want the really light spots. It's starting to take shape. This is the hardest part for me, the leaves and the trees and stuff, because you got to really know where like the round parts are of the tree, you know. It's kind of hard to pick them out, so that's why I'm letting my eye look at it for a little bit, and hopefully something will pop out. This one I'm kind of seeing round here, and up here, and here, like more on the side angle. This one I'm seeing more straight on. Let me see here. I might highlight these like I do the bushes. Let me see. And it might come out looking okay. Let me see where I'm at. I might not even have time to finish this. I got a couple minutes left to figure this out. The only thing really I got left is to throw some clouds in here, a couple birds, and highlight this. And I think put a few branches. That's it. But I don't want to mess the tree up. I think I'm going to try a light white really quick. Just to see if I'm doing this I just want to see if this is going to be right. Let me see. It's almost like a yellow. Yeah, okay. That side will be okay, I think. You see what I mean? Where it has clumps in there, where the light is just mainly hitting, the top part of the branches. So you got to figure out where those are. It's kind of difficult. I'm starting to see this one here. It's pretty much going to be, the way I got it is just a round clump. So it's just going to be light on top here. Let me try it. This is what I'm seeing, kind of. More like on the side here. All right, it's starting to take shape, so let me put some clouds up there. That way you at least got to see how I do these trees, kind of. It's not finished, but that's how you get them all separated. I would start really with a light color. Now you can still put different colors in here, like white blossoms if you want. But I just wanted to show you how to separate your branches, you know. It's kind of, it takes practice, man. It really does. You want to leave the bottom part dark because the sun's not getting underneath here, so that's good enough. Let me do some clouds and throw a bird up there, and this one will be done. I still got to fix some stuff, but I mean, it looks 90% done. And this is, I've been using all Amsterdam paint on this one, so I mean, I tried this paint out yesterday. It worked pretty good. The white is what I was concerned about because, you know, the titanium white, it's hard to find a company that makes a good white because this one works pretty good. It's got pretty good viscosity, and I made some pretty cool clouds yesterday with this white, so it does work good. If you like Amsterdam paint, if you want to use it, I think you can use it for landscapes. It works pretty good. I had really fun doing this one. It was kind of, it's a smaller piece, so it took a little longer. Believe it or not, when the paintings are small, this is a 12 by 16, because you got to do all this detail work, it takes longer. But I kind of like the way it came out. I still got to highlight these bushes here and finish the trees, but overall, it's kind of cool. I think I was going for a more colorful painting, but do 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 do. Yeah, I was trying to go for more color. So I might make these bushes a little brighter, I'm thinking. There we go. 3 birds coming, swimming over the ocean there. There we go, guys. Something different today. It's Friday, I'm off, so I think after I gotta go help someone with their kitchen real quick. But I think today I'm gonna work on. People were saying I should do more shorts, so I might do a few shorts in a little bit. This definitely a different type of landscape that I'm used to doing, but I kind of like the way it came out. All right, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so. I'd love to have you come aboard. I usually do a live every day pretty much, so I'm trying to fill up the chat room with people that chat. Oh, here we had some in here. Sabine, right on. Try and use a what? Paper towel for the leaves. Okay. You have to show me how to do that. Sabine, your way of painting inspired me and I started a snow mountain picture. Cool. Throw it on your community page. I'd love to see it. You know, everybody has a community page. You could throw pictures on there, okay? And then people can come to your channel and look at it. If anybody does a painting, let me know that that they want me to see. I'll check it out. You just have to put it on your community page to upload it. It's really simple. That way we can do it through YouTube. I mean, I like YouTube. I hang out more on YouTube now than my Instagram or my X. I hardly go to those anymore. I'd rather stay on YouTube. I wish YouTube had more, like some kind of, like a social thing with the videos. You know what I mean? Kind of like how we're doing here in the chat. We're getting to know each other in the chat room, but like that way I don't have to keep going back to Instagram and X. Everything right here in YouTube. Right on, Sabine. Yeah, think about it. Cool. Well, I'm glad you guys like this. I didn't have my phone on, so I didn't know you guys were watching. So just till the end here, I saw it. Yeah, I gotta highlight these bushes up here, Daniel, but I gotta go help a friend with his garbage disposal real quick. Yeah, I'll highlight these and here, and it came out pretty good. I was happy with the trees, man. I always have trouble with these trees separating the the highlights. It just happened to work out today. No English. Oh, okay. No problem. Where are you from again? What country? Sabine, was it India? Ah, Germany. Okay. We'll have to get a translator. A German translation. Schneller. That's all I know. Hurry up. All right, make sure you like this with the. You got to shut the chat off and hit the like button so it gets more views. Uh, I think I got one new subscriber from this painting because it went up from 63 to 64. It kind of blows my mind though that I have to paint for an hour just to get one subscriber. You know, it's like, come on. I don't understand why it's so hard to get subscribers, you know. It's really hard. Sometimes it goes good, sometimes I don't. I went like 3 weeks without, I was losing subscribers. And then all of a sudden I started getting more. Goes up and down. I know, Daniel, you're having a hard time getting viewers, but you got a lot of subscribers. I think you got over 300, right? Sabine, I steal with my eyes. Yep, there you go. Oh, not you. No, no. I was talking about the other Daniel, not you. There's another Daniel that does videos. He can't get anybody to view them. I'm trying to view them, but and he's got a lot of subscribers, but he's only getting like, you know, a few views per video. It's hard. I like the way this came out now. You know why I like it? Because these trees look like they're really close here, and that the sky looks like it's way off in the distance. It really came out pretty good. I wouldn't put my paintings on YouTube yet. You know what it is? All of a sudden it just kind of clicks in. It clicks in when if you paint. You just got to paint once a week, and then all of a sudden it just all comes together. It's kind of like music. Uh, Once you know a few chords, then you can play a song, you know. But I'm looking at this now. I kind of like it. I mean, it's just trees and a sky, but oh, it needs the shadows too. That's what it needs. So to make a painting good down here on the ground, this has to all be shadow now underneath this tree. If you want this painting to look better, I got to darken all this here and in here to make it look real, you know. So I got to do that. If it wasn't so late in the video, I would do it right now. But I would do that. I'll do that before I throw it on the community page. It needs the shadows. It really helps out. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. I'll do another one in a couple hours. I got to go help my buddy with his garbage disposal. That's going to take at least an hour, so I'll be back.